I'd like to call this meeting to order at 6:52 on November 27th, 2018. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Monica, may I have roll call, please?
Dr. Hyde,
Here.
Mr. Moreno,
Here.
Mrs. Quintana,
Here.
Mr. Rolla,
Here.
Mr. Thomas.
Here.
May I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Madam Chair, I move to approve the meeting minutes of November 13th, 2018.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Dr. Hyde,
Aye.
Mr. Moreno,
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana,
Aye.
Mr. Rolla,
Aye.
Mr. Thomas.
Aye.
I would like to amend the agenda. May I have a motion?
What do you need to amend?
To amend the agenda of,
Superintendent report.
for the superintendent's recommendation.
No report.
Reports, I'm sorry. May I have a,
New superintendent report?
we're gonna amend it to have it in.
Oh. Madam Chair, I moved to amend the agenda to allow for the addition of a superintendent report.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, Monica?
Dr. Hyde,
Aye.
Mr. Moreno,
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana,
Aye.
Mr. Rolla,
Aye.
Mr. Thomas.
Aye. Madam
And-
Chair, I move for the approval of the amended agenda.
Okay.
Second.
Roll call?
Dr. Hyde,
Aye.
Mr. Moreno,
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana,
Aye.
Mr. Rolla,
Aye.
Mr. Thomas.
Aye.
And we would like to go into community comments, and Macarena Villagomez.
Hi, good evening. My name is Macarena, and I am here on behalf of Congressman Perlmutter, just with a couple updates. So our office recently completed our 2018 nomination interviews to the service academies. So that includes the Air Force Academy, West Point, Naval Academy, and the Merchant Marine Academy. So we had 38 students interview, and we are still finalizing our nominations. But I do believe we had 2 students from Adams 14 interview. And then the congressman would like to extend an invitation to the board to attend our district open house happening this Saturday from 10 to 12, excuse me. And so this would be an opportunity for our boss, my boss, to meet with constituents and discuss the services and the resources available to the community. And then just a quick little FYI, we're still accepting applications for our Youth Advisory Council. So that's a great program for students to participate. Basically, it's once to twice meetings per month that they discuss any important topics that they want to. So they basically lead the meetings. But yeah, that's all I
Any
have.
grade preferred?
High school,
High school.
yeah.
Kevin? Would you like that?
Yeah. Put him on the spot.
Yeah, put him on
That's
the
all.
spot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, could you tell me, you're with what group?
I'm with Congressman Perlmutter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I didn't catch that.
And where was this gonna be at?
His district office? Yeah. So that's at 12,600 West Colfax. And it's B400, but if you're there, there's going to be a lot of signs everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ask for nominations or students interested in the service academies each year? Is that a kind of a standing thing you do?
Yeah. So every year we have an interview process. Students send
Good.
in their information.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to move on to routine items. Or don't we have? I'm sorry, we're going to go on to the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. At this point, I would like to inform people that we visited the Colorado Department of Education today and received the final order from the State Board of Education. Some of the key items in the final order are as follows. The Adams 14 Board of Education will have 90 days to use a selection process to identify a public or private entity who will serve as lead partner in the management of the district. The management entity will serve as a lead partner with the local board responsible for operating the district. In the year of recruiting and retaining personnel, the lead partner will be recommending to the Adams School Board the non-renewals or renewals of employee contracts. The lead partner will be recommending to the local board management operators needed for individual schools, as well as service providers needed to support special programs. The lead partner will be evaluating district policies and will be recommending revisions or deletions to the local board. The lead partner will also have further authority to create systemic improvements in teaching and learning. The Adams 14 administration is pleased that the State Board did not select the pathway of reorganization because that would have eliminated the Adams 14 district. We were also pleased that the State Board did not select a charter option for Adams City High School or any of our schools. The State Board of Education honored our request for external partner, and now we must all work together with a vision of excellence for Adams 14. In my opinion, this is a positive outcome for our students, our staff, and our community, and will accelerate the positive successes that our students at schools have already begun. I want to thank our board, our teachers, our administrators, and all our staff for supporting us through this long process. And I also want to really thank our board for retaining local authority of Adams 14. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to routine items. 1.0 personnel. 1.1, may I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of item 1.1.
May I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Seeing none, Monica, roll call.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mr. Moreno?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Moving on to business, 1.0, 1.1. Superintendent's recommendation, resolution number 18-017, acceptance of the fiscal year 2017-2018. May I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of resolution number 18-017.
May I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mr. Moreno?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
No.
Moving on to 2.0, grants. 2.1, superintendent recommendation, approval to submit an application for continuation of the expelled and at-risk student service grant from the Colorado Department of Education. May I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of item 2.1.
May I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Seeing none, Monica, roll call.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mr. Moreno?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Moving on to other, 3.0. 3.1, superintendent's recommendation, approval for in-state travel to Colorado Springs for the 2019 Educating Children of Color Summit. May I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of item 3.1.
May I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, Monica?
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mr. Moreno?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Moving on to 3.2, superintendent's recommendation, approval to increase funds to the contract with with American Logistics Company for incidental transportation services for the 2018-2019 school year. May I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of item 3.2.
May I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Seeing none, Monica, roll call.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mr. Moreno?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Moving on to 3.3, Superintendent's recommendation, approval to contract with the Third Way Center to provide educational and therapeutic interventions for students with severe behavior needs for the 2018-2019 school year. May I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of item 3.3.
May I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Seeing none, roll call, Monica.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mr. Moreno?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Moving on to 3.4, Superintendent's recommendation, approval to contract with Cooperative Strategies as the district's master planner. May I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of item 3.4.
May I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Seeing none, Monica, roll call, please.
Dr. Hyde?
Aye.
Mr. Moreno?
Aye.
Mrs. Quintana?
Aye.
Mr. Rolla?
Aye.
Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
And that was it on our business, and we'll open it up to communications.
Got anything? Yeah. I'd just like to congratulate Mr. Denmark for the athletic banquet that Dr. J and John Pointer and I attended last night. It was a job well done. We haven't had something like that in our high school in quite a while. Probably close to 200 people were in attendance, if not more. The kids were well behaved and really respected when others were talking, and so I would just like to say congratulations, and you set the standard. So the winter's banquet should be a little bit better, right, Mr. Denmark?
Mr. Denmark, do you have any words? No?
Thank you, Madam Chair. As many of the community has probably seen, we received the final order from the State Board of Education. Just want to emphasize that this is really a unique opportunity for us to rapidly accelerate achievement and growth for the students in Adams 14, and I hope we capitalize on that opportunity. I think this district, this board, and the State Board both share the desire that the process to select a lead partner for the district is as open and transparent and inclusive as possible. So I look forward to making sure that we work with the state and we work with our community to improve our schools.
Dr. Hyde? No?
He put his on paper.
Go ahead. No? Okay. It's been a very busy week. We've been back and forth with our turnaround, and it has been kind of nerve-wracking. We're not through with it yet. We're just starting, because we have to get everything in place. And as Senator Moreno said, if we work together, we can get this done. Instead of fighting and combating each other and giving dirty looks, we could get this done. And we're not all gonna always see eye to eye. I've always said that. But we need to learn how to work as a team and sometimes compromise. And that's all it takes, is sometimes a little compromising. So I look forward to getting our EMO out and getting our kids back on track. So thank you all for coming. And it's nice to have some smiley faces out there.
Say something about December 4th.
Oh,
December 4th?
remind people about the community meeting.
Oh, yes, we do have a community meeting on December 4th, and it's going to be where at?
Adams City.
At the,
High
High school?
At the high school.
In the theater.
Yeah, most smart. In the little, in the theater, sorry. I'm
That's the
going,
old high
I'm
school.
reverting back to the old high school, the little theater we used to call it. So come and join us then, and be open to ideas, suggestions, input. Meeting is adjourned.
I thought about it too.
I always call it the little theater. God, and
I
it
don't
is.
blame you.
and it-
Yeah. But it's because we only had a few policies, the rest are